Hey Elizabeth, it is Bree here with Allscapes Marketing. As promised, I'm going to go ahead and do an online audit of your website. Simon had asked me to go ahead and take care of this for you. So I'm going to get started starting with your site. I love some of the photos you guys have here at the beginning. They are beautiful. It's also great that you guys have the garden center and the landscape business because there's so much opportunity. So I love that you have these cute little events and whatnot going on. You have your services listed right away. It's beautiful. Your site's pretty nice. So I like that you have these listed right away as well. You've been around for quite a while, obviously. Some really nice Halloween photos. We can tell that you clearly updated your photos for the season. Bulk materials. I can see that people can also buy bulk materials from your site. Some options here, a little bit about you, upcoming events, blog. I can see that you guys have a pretty decent sized blog. Call to action, some more photos, a little bit about your products. Cool. Okay. Overall, you've got a really nice site. The main thing that I'm noticing is there's not a whole lot of content on here. There's definitely some content, but not a lot. We usually recommend trying to have about 1,500 words on your homepage. And yeah, there's definitely not quite that much on here. So we definitely recommend having about 1,500 words on your homepage, and that is for two reasons. So the first reason being is that Google has crawlers, and they come through, they read the content, they're trying to figure out what areas you serve and what services you offer. The more content you have on here, the more you're going to look like an expert in Google's eyes, and they're going to be willing to put you higher up in the search results. In addition to that, you want to beat out your competitors. So if your competitors had 1,000 words, then you want to have 1,500 words, etc. Within that content, you want to have keywords. And keywords are things that people would be searching for when they're trying to find you. So for example, if someone was searching for landscape design Pasadena and you had landscape design Pasadena all over your site, you're going to be really relevant for that search, and Google's going to be willing to put you higher up in the search results. So I'm not seeing quite enough content on here, and I'm also not really seeing the keywords within the content. So, excuse me. Those are two things that I would be trying to get in here on your homepage. So if we actually, and obviously you have a lot more services than just landscape design. I'm just using this as an example. So let's say someone did a Google search for landscape design, Pasadena, Maryland. This is called the Map Pack. And the top 3 listed here are the ones that receive a lot of the work because they're super easy to find and they're listed right away. The way you can get yourself into this top 3 is one, by having one, and I know you guys have one because I saw it when I was searching for some of the garden center words. 2, filling it out as much as possible, name, address, phone number, reviews, photos, responding to the reviews, etc. Like really interact with this profile. And then 3, putting consistent name, address, and phone number into online directories. These are things like Yelp or Yellow Pages. The more relevant directories that you have your information in, the better it's going to be for your profile. And if we look at the websites below here, these are called the organics, and it's the same thing. You want to be in the top 3 so that people can find you. Let's take a look at this first one here, AMJ. So we can see it's not actually their home page. It's a landscape design page that they have for Pasadena. So we can see they've definitely got some content on here, some testimonials. So not a whole lot on this page, but they do clearly have content, and we can see here they've got keywords. Let's take a look at why this site is ranking. This is a paid program I use to research websites called Ahrefs. I went ahead and put them into here so we can see what you're up against. The second thing I want to go over is UR and DR ratings. These ratings are really important for where you fall within the Google search results. A DR rating is essentially a power rating of the website, and a UR rating is essentially a trust rating of the website, both with Google. One of the big things that can help raise these numbers is something called a backlink. And essentially all a backlink really is just a shout out or an endorsement from another website. So if there's another website and they were shouting out AMJ and they said, hey everyone, go check out AMJ Landscaping. They're the best landscaper ever with a clickable button back to their site. That's all a backlink is. And we can actually click on these and see what ones they have and then attain those for your site. Lastly, most importantly, I want to talk about the keywords. These are the keywords within the content that I was talking about before. For example, Pasadena, Maryland landscaping. There's approximately 60 people who Google this per month. Landscaping, Pasadena, Maryland, approximately 60 people a month. Lawn services, approximately 100. Landscaping, Pasadena, approximately 100. Savannah Park, approximately 20. Lighting and sprinklers, okay, 50. Landscape design, 30. And so on. There's obviously much more here, but I'm not going to go through every single one. But as you can see, there's quite a few people searching for these services. This is important. If these people are finding you instead, that's a lot more calls coming to you and of course a lot more landed jobs. You guys are doing pretty well for the garden center side of things, but as far as landscaping, I didn't see you guys ranking for a whole lot of things. Maybe that's intentional, but I just wanted to bring that up. If we take a look at your site, your DR rating is really pretty good. Your UR, well, it's good comparatively. Your UR rating is a bit low, and you want to have these as close together as possible. So having like a 18 and an 18 or a 17 and a 17 is more or less better than a 21 and a 9 when there's a big gap between those. Because yeah, it's powerful, but if it's not trustworthy, then there's questions, right? There's a little bit of question to Google. And there's a lot of reasons this can be low, but at a very brief glance, it's most likely due to not having enough of those directories or having inconsistent information or addresses or something. There's something that can be improved here. Now, if we take a look at your keywords, we can see, okay, topsoil near me. This is good. Obviously, there's an unbelievable amount of traffic here. The problem is that this is very location relevant. Someone could be in California searching this, and it doesn't, if they found you, that's not that helpful to you unless you're going to be shipping topsoil out to them, and I doubt it. Same thing for firewood. These are good words to go after long term, but you do want to go after the relevant words first. And so it seems like a lot of the focus is on these non-location specific words. So I did a search for specifically Pasadena, and we can see Pasadena mulch, you're in roughly 6th place, so that's not too bad. Firewood, 5th place. Landscaping, actually you're in 3rd. Landscaping, Pasadena, 4th. Nursery in Pasadena, so this is probably a really relevant one for gardening, but you are in 10th place, and so it does start to obviously drop down. So these top words up here, you're not doing too bad for. Some of them you're in top 5, but as we start to get down, obviously that's not relevant, but as we start to get down, you're going on to like the 6th and the 7th pages, especially for this one here, almost the 8th or 9th page. So these are just some important words that you guys will want to do a little bit better for to bring some more people coming in. And I highly recommend getting more content on the site, getting more of those keywords within the content, and then still adding more power to the site, but definitely adding more trust with some online directories to start. I hope that this is helpful. I would be happy to discuss this, and I would love to jump on a strategy call with you just to chat and see what your thoughts are. So I will include the link to our schedule and let me know what you think.